Hey everyone, and welcome back to Learn Conversational English, the podcast where we just talk like normal people do. I'm Lula.
And I'm Benjamin. We're really glad you're here with us today, whether you're listening to us on your commute or you're doing the dishes right now. However you found us, welcome.
So if you're learning English, this podcast is made for you. We speak naturally, we use real sentences, real expressions, and we do make mistakes sometimes, and that's okay.
We definitely do, and that's actually the point, right? Because real conversation isn't perfect. It's not like reading from a textbook. It's a bit messy sometimes, and that's what makes it real.
Exactly. So today we want to talk about something that every single person on the planet has, a daily routine. We thought, why not share ours? Because it's something everyone can relate to, no matter where you're from.
It's a really great topic for practicing English because you can describe your own day using the same kind of language we use. So listen, pick up some phrases, and then try them yourself later on.
Love that. Okay, let me introduce myself properly. I'm Lula. I'm Greek American. My family is originally from Greece, in Athens, but we moved to the US when I was 4 years old.
So you were really little when you moved.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember Greece at all. I have tiny flashes, a blue door somewhere, the smell of something baking, but nothing concrete, nothing solid. Everything I know about Greece, I've learned from my parents and from visiting as a teenager.
Did you grow up speaking Greek at home?
Absolutely. My parents were very intentional about that. Greek at home all the time. English was for school, for friends, for TV, but at the dinner table, always Greek. My mom would get genuinely upset if we slipped into English at dinner.
I can imagine that.
And I have a younger sister, Sophia. She was born in the US, so her relationship with Greek is a little different from mine. She understands it perfectly, but she answers in English half the time. English is just her default.
That's so common in immigrant families. The older child often speaks the heritage language better because they were already using it before the family moved.
Exactly. Anyway, your turn, Benjamin. Tell us who you are.
Right, so I'm Benjamin. My parents are both from Scotland, actually, from Edinburgh, and they came to the US before I was born. So unlike you, I was born here. Fully American in that sense, but our household was very Scottish in culture and habits and definitely in the food.
Do you have any kind of accent from growing up in a Scottish household?
People ask me that all the time. Not really, no. I've picked up some words and expressions from my parents, but I sound pretty American. My brothers, though,
Oh, you have brothers?
2 younger brothers, Jamie and Callum, 3 years younger and 5 years younger. And they both have this faint lilt. You catch it when they're tired or when they're talking to my parents. It's very subtle, but it's definitely there.
That's adorable. 3 boys in the house? Your mom is an absolute saint.
She genuinely is. Very loud, very chaotic mornings, competing schedules. She held it all together.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about our daily routines, because I really believe the way we grew up shapes how we structure our days. Even now as adults, the habits you pick up as a kid, they really do stick.
They absolutely stick. I still do certain things exactly the way my mom did them, and I don't even think about it why anymore.
Okay, mornings. I'll go first. I am not a morning person. I'll just say that straight out.
Noted.
I function in the morning, I get things done, but I'm not the kind of person who springs out of bed at 6 and is immediately cheerful about it. I set my alarm for 7 and I snooze it at least once, sometimes twice. So realistically, I'm getting up around 7:20, 7:30.
And what's the first thing you do?
Coffee. Before anything else, before I check my phone, before I speak to anyone. Coffee first. That's non-negotiable.
So you're very much a coffee person, not tea.
I know. Greeks are supposed to love Greek coffee, those little cups, the strong, thick stuff. And I do love that. When I visit my grandmother in Athens, she makes it and it's incredible. It's like a whole experience. But day to day in my apartment, I have a drip coffee maker and I need a big mug. I need volume.
That is very American.
Very American. My mom teases me about it. She still makes Greek coffee every single morning. Tiny cup, very slow, almost meditative. Whereas I'm just like, give me 12 ounces and let me start functioning.
What do you eat for breakfast?
Greek yogurt with honey and walnuts. My mom made that for us as kids, and I just never stopped. Sometimes a piece of toast alongside, but mostly it's just that yogurt, honey, walnuts, coffee. Simple, but it keeps you full.
That sounds really good, actually.
And after breakfast, I try to leave some time to just sit for a few minutes before the day really starts. Like 10 or 15 minutes where I'm just sitting with my coffee, looking out the window, being quiet.
That's a really nice habit.
I learned it from my dad. He does this every morning, sits at the kitchen table with his coffee and reads the news, very slowly, not in any hurry at all. As a kid, I thought that was so boring. Now I completely understand it.
The older you get, the more you appreciate that kind of stillness.
Exactly. Okay, your turn. What does your morning look like?
Right. So mornings growing up were chaotic. Three boys on different schedules, my mom making sure everyone was fed and had everything they needed for school. Very loud house.
What time did you have to be up?
6:30 at the latest. School started at 7:50 and we had a bit of a walk. My mom was very strict about punctuality, very Scottish in that way. You're on time, you're prepared, you don't make other people wait. It was almost a moral thing in our house.
That's a really good value to grow up with.
It is. Drove me absolutely mad as a teenager. Now I'm very grateful for it. Anyway, the first thing always is tea. My mornings always start with tea, and I genuinely can't imagine changing that. Proper tea, not a bag dunked in hot water for 10 seconds, brewed, properly steeped with a splash of milk. That's the ritual.
Do you have a favorite kind?
Yorkshire tea. My mom imports it. She genuinely orders it online because she says the American versions just aren't the same.
That is extremely dedicated.
She's very passionate about it. And honestly, she's right. I can't explain the difference, but there is one. Okay, breakfast. I still eat porridge every morning. Oats with salt.
Wait, salt in your oatmeal?
That's the Scottish way. It's savory. The salt brings out the natural flavor of the oats. You cook them with a pinch of salt, and then you can add honey or cream on top if you like, but the salt is the foundation.
I respect that as a tradition while not being completely certain I could do it.
Most Americans make that exact face. Anyway, porridge, tea, and I'm out fairly quickly. I like getting going in the morning.
You're one of those people, cheerful at 6:30.
I am one of those people. My mom was always the first one up, already getting things done before any of us were even conscious. I wake up at 6:30 now and my body won't let me sleep later, even on weekends.
That is genuinely enviable. What do you do after breakfast?
Something active before I start work, even just a 20-minute walk. If I've moved my body a bit first, I'm so much more focused for the rest of the day.
I know I should do that.
It really makes a difference. Started doing it a couple years ago, and I can't imagine not doing it now. It sets up the whole day differently.
I'm gonna blame you for making me feel guilty about not doing it.
Happy to be of service.
Okay, afternoons. Because mornings are kind of similar for most people, but afternoons really vary depending on what you do for work, for school, whatever your situation is.
What does your typical afternoon look like?
So I work partly from home, partly from an office. On home days, the afternoon can get a little blurry. I'll be at my desk, then drift to the kitchen for a snack, sit back down, and suddenly 2 hours have gone by.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Working from home is great, but you have to build your own structure. I'll set a timer. At 1 o'clock, I stop and eat actual lunch, properly, not just grabbing something while staring at a screen.
What do you have for lunch?
Often a Greek salad, tomatoes, cucumber, olives, feta. My sister jokes I put feta on everything, which is fair. Or something with rice or pasta. I enjoy cooking. Making lunch is like a mini creative break in the middle of the day.
I feel the same way, mostly at home, and making a proper lunch has become a ritual I look forward to. My mom's Scottish lentil soup, very hearty, very filling, and your whole place smells incredible.
I need that recipe.
I'll give it to you. And what about focus? When are you most productive in the afternoon?
Mid to late afternoon, actually. I'm useless before coffee. Get going through the morning, and by 2 or 3, I'm in my best rhythm. Most focused, most demanding work between 2 and 5.
Interesting. I'm the opposite. Best focus in the morning. Afternoons are for emails, organizing, routine stuff. And around 3, I always get a real dip in energy.
The 3 o'clock slump.
Yes. Do you get it?
Absolutely. I've started having a second coffee at that point, which my sister insists is why I can't sleep properly. She's probably right.
Possibly not helping, no.
I know. I genuinely know. I just think I need it, which is probably the whole problem.
All right, evenings. Tell me about your evenings.
My favorite part of the day. I've done my work, gotten through everything I need to, and evening feels like I've earned some time to just exist with no agenda.
What does that look like day to day?
Dinner is always first, and dinner in my family was always a big deal. Proper sit down, my mom would cook, everyone at the table together, no phones, no TV, just the family talking. When I go home for Sunday dinner now, I feel like a kid again. My mom's moussaka, her spanaco pizza, her stafato, it's incredible. Do you cook?
Greek food yourself?
I try. My spanaca pizza is getting decent. My mom says it's acceptable, which from her is genuinely high praise. Moussaka is harder. It takes hours, and I respect it too much to rush it.
That is such a Greek attitude toward cooking. I love it.
I am a very Greek person living in an American body. What about your evenings?
Growing up, evenings were structured. Dinner at a set time, always cooked, always at the table. My mom made Scottish things, Scotch broth, a roast on weekends, but she also learned American recipes, things my brothers and I asked for as kids. Macaroni and cheese right next to the Scotch broth.
That's so beautifully immigrant family, holding on to where you came from while embracing where you are.
Exactly. She was never precious about it. Nowadays, I cook proper meals. Pasta mostly, garlic, olive oil, whatever's in the fridge. Very simple. But cooking in the evening is meditative. That's the moment the day really switches off for me.
The act of cooking is itself the winding down. I completely understand that.
After dinner, I'll watch something, read a bit, sometimes call my mom. She likes to call in the evenings, and it can go on for a while.
My mom, too. 5 minutes turns into an hour.
They're definitely comparing notes about us. I try to be in bed by 10:30, 11 at the latest. I'm protective of my sleep.
I genuinely try, but then one more episode of something and suddenly it's midnight.
The one more episode trap.
The most dangerous thing on modern television. Okay, weekends, because this is where I think you really see someone's personality. What do you actually choose to do when nobody's telling you what to do and there's no schedule to follow?
Weekends are genuinely revealing. For me, walking. My dad took us out every weekend growing up, rain or shine. Parks, woods, the waterfront. Very Scottish thing.
Any weather?
Any weather. Rain? Great. Grab your jacket. Cold? Brilliant. Wrap up well. My brothers and I complained endlessly as kids, and now I'm the one suggesting walks to friends on weekends. Full circle.
Full circle.
Every Saturday morning now, I'll walk for an hour or two. Clear your head, be outside, away from screens. It's my dad's gift to me, honestly.
For me, Sundays are family. That Greek Sunday thing is very real. My parents expect to see us every week. My mom cooks a big lunch. My dad opens a bottle of wine. My sister comes if she's in town. Sometimes my aunt and her family join. A little gathering every single week.
That sounds so grounding and lovely.
It is. Whatever kind of week you've had, Sunday lunch at my parents' is stable, constant. I always leave feeling better than when I arrived. What about your weekends?
Saturday breakfasts were a thing for us. My dad would do a full cooked breakfast. Eggs, bacon, sausages, toast. Sometimes black pudding if he was feeling very Scottish.
Black pudding? What is that exactly? I've always been curious.
Okay, just hear me out.
I'm ready.
It's a sausage made with pork blood and oatmeal. Seasoned, cooked, sliced, then fried up. Dense, dark, very savory. It's actually really good.
Okay, that's actually more interesting than I expected. And a lot of cultures have something like that.
They do. Blood sausage of some kind exists in so many food traditions. Very ancient. Anyway, Saturday breakfast was always the ritual. Rest of the weekend was fairly calm. Walks, reading, visiting family.
Saturdays, I'm more of a homebody. Reading, cooking something slowly, watching things. My couch is very persuasive.
But you do get outside sometimes.
Sometimes, when the couch and I had a disagreement.
I love that.
Okay, before we wrap up, we want to do something useful for you, the people who are actually listening to us right now.
Here's our challenge for you. Try describing your own daily routine in English. And we know that might feel scary or difficult, especially if you're still at an earlier stage of learning. But you don't have to do it with anyone else. Just talk to yourself in the mirror, in your bedroom, on a walk outside.
Use the same kinds of phrases we use today. I wake up at, the first thing I do is, I usually have for breakfast. Really simple structures. Conversational English is built from these very human, everyday things. You don't need complicated vocabulary to talk about daily life.
And if you want to share your routine with us, we would really love that. The details for reaching us are in the description. We might even feature some of your routines on a future episode.
4 phrases to practice. I get up at, fill in the time. After that, the next thing in your morning. In the afternoon, I usually, and in the evening, I like to. Those 4 phrases will honestly take you very far.
And please, don't worry about making mistakes. The goal is simply to try. The more you practice out loud, the more natural it becomes. That's genuinely how it works, we promise.
We do promise. Okay, I think it's time for us to wrap up now.
It is. We could honestly talk all day. I feel like we've barely scratched the surface of everything we could say about daily routines. But that's what future episodes are for.
Exactly. So thank you so much for listening today. We really and truly appreciate every single person who tunes in. It means a lot to us that you spend your time here with us.
It really does mean a lot. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please like it, leave us a review if you can, share it with a friend who's learning English. All of those things make a genuinely huge difference for us and help more people find the show.
And please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new episode. We have a lot of wonderful conversations coming up.
We'll see you next time. Take good care of yourselves, keep practicing every single day, and remember, every conversation counts.
Every conversation counts. Bye, everyone.
Bye.